Gates open, they're off and racing in the Pakuranga Hunt Cup. First away, Old Red Feather out wide. Amanud Lad began quickly, and right there, Jack Romanov. And closer into Boogie Nights as they arrive at the first of 20. Up and over they go. They've all made it safely. Go Jimmy Go works forward up on the outside, followed out by the Oyster Man back in 5th spot. Then 2 lengths away, Old Red Feather, as they head towards the famous water jump, the second fence on the journey. And the toppy and the favourite, Amanud Lad, at it now. We just put in an extra stride. The rest of the field stream over it, and they've all jumped it beautifully. Settling down last of all is Snowdrop Twinkle Toes. Well back, Karinya, Waitokiahi. Big Brownie is back with them as well as with the Brushman as they clear the big fence, leaving the straight. So they've all negotiated the first 3 fences safely, and they're about to turn out into the back. Pacemaker is the favourite, Amanud Lad. A length on, Go Jimmy Go. The Oyster Man works round out wide. To Boogie Nights is next on the inside from Jack Romanov as they take the next fence out over by the 1,600 metres on their first occasion. Back in 6th position next was Old Red Feather. 2.5 to Brushman from Big Brownie. Then came Karinya. Up on the outside of it is Waitokiahi. And 4 lengths away to the grey last of all, a Snowdrop Twinkle Toes. First fence coming up down the back. And on their first occasion here, and the leader is Amanud Lad, as the rest of the field all stream over it, spread out over a dozen lengths. Pacemaker, Amanud Lad, 1.5 lengths clear from Go Jimmy Go as they clear the second on the journey. With a nice jump going into second now to Boogie Nights. It's right in the party early stages, followed round next by Jack Romanov, then Big Brownie, followed by the Oyster Man. Up on the inside, Old Red Feather as they're about to work up the hill for the first of 2 occasions. Waitokiahi back 4th last here from Brushman, then Karinya, and 2.5 away, Snowdrop Twinkle Toes and Isaac Lupton back at the tail of the field. They work up the hill, about to go into the dip on their first occasion here, and the leader is the toppy, Amanud Lad, and they're quite content to let him lope along out in front. He goes into the dip 1.5 lengths in advance of Go Jimmy Go. Lying third on the inside is to Boogie Nights as they take the first on top of the hill the first time. Up and over they go, still only 12 lengths first to last, and they're all jumping nicely here. Back in 5th spot is the Oyster Man as the leader clears the second on top of the hill. Then came Waitokiahi improving round out wide from Big Brownie. Old Red Feather is next, 2 lengths away to Brushman, 3 back to Karinya, and Snowdrop Twinkle Toes biding its time back at the tail of the field. Down the hill they come, and they head down towards the Kenny Brown Brush, the next on the journey. And the pacemaker here is still Amanud Lad, leads by 1.5 lengths from Go Jimmy Go. The Oyster Man is right there with Jack Romanov at the Kenny Brown Brush. Over they go, closer into Boogie Nights as they angle into the centre now to commence their second and final round. They'll jump the double on this occasion as well. Back and behind these next would have been back about midfield now was Big Brownie, getting a little handier to them from Waitokiahi as they take what was the start fence. Old Red Feathers next with Brushman, Karinya, and still 5 lengths away, Snowdrop Twinkle Toes. Now they angle out towards the stand double. And Amanud Lad, he's been allowed to dictate the tempo out in front for Steve Pateman as he arrives at the first of the stand double, measured it beautifully. Lovely jump, Jack Romanov, and indeed the whole field all jumped it well as they clear the second of the stand double, and they're still only a dozen lengths from first to last, and the toppy's still on top. It's Amanud Lad heading towards the big fence, leaving the straight, asked for a big one and produced. He leads by a 1/2 length, now a length from Jack Romanov. Right there on the inside to Boogie Night, saving ground from the Oyster Man. Then came Brushman, Big Brownie, Waitokiahi, Go Jimmy Go. Then Old Red Feather, Snowdrop Twinkle Toes, and 3 lengths away, Karinya at the next now. And it's Amanud Lad, the leader, and they apply a little bit more pressure on out in front. 1,600 metres to go, but the others have got him right in their sights. Up on the outside, Jack Romanov. Right there also next is the Oyster Man with Boogie Nights. 1.5 to Brushman, Big Brownie, Waitokiahi, Old Red Feather, Snowdrop Twinkle Toes as they clear the next down the back by the 1,400 metres. 6 lengths away, Karinya, and Go Jimmy Go's the first beat and is dropping out. Down towards the next now. Amanud Lad, he's been pressured a long way from home, been forced to carry his 70 kilos. He leads a 1 length clear clear from Jack Romanov. The Oyster Man right there to Boogie Nights. Brushman being worked on. Then followed round by Waitokia. He's only 5 lengths off the leaders as they go to the hill for the second and final time. And behind them next Big Brownie. Then Snowdrop Twinkle Toes, who's been ridden with the patience of Joe by Isaac Lupton. Then Carinya tacking onto the back of the field with Old Red Feather. And there's only 8 lengths covering that lot as Go Jimmy Go drops away as they go into the dip now. And the leader is still Amanud Lad. He leads a half length on Jack Romanov. A length and a half to the Oyster Man. Waitokiahi first on top of the hill. They clear it there. Next on the inside then would have been the next one to Boogie Nights as they go to the second on top of the hill. Then came further back Brushman, Big Brownie, Snowdrop Twinkle Toes and Waitokiahi just in front of those. Further back to Old Red Feather and Carinya. Down the hill they come. They've got 650 metres to go in the Pakuranga Hunt Cup. And it's Amanud Lad being pressured now by Jack Romanov. 1.5 away to Snowdrop Twinkle Toes. If I could be so bold as to suggest one, that could possibly be it. As they go to the third to last, the second to last, the Kenny Brown Brush. The 2 leaders, Jack Romanov and Amanud Lad. 5 away, Snowdrop Twinkle Toes steadily closing. 6 back then we've got to Boogie Nights with the Oyster Man. And then Waitokiahi up to the home turn. And with 1 to go, Jack has made the lead again. Jack Romanov from Amanud Lad. 3 away, Snowdrop Twinkle Toes. These are the 3 at the last. They all cleared it. The jumping business over. They head to the post. The leader is Jack Romanov. Look at Snowdrop Twinkle Toes and Isaac Lupton coming after it. Lying third, Amanud Lad. Further back then is the Oyster Man. It's Jack Romanov hanging tough from Snowdrop Twinkle Toes. Can't pick him up. And Jack Romanov and Richard Cully go on to win the Pakuranga Hunt Cup. Second over will be Snowdrop Twinkle Toes. Third, Amanud Lad. He'll take improvement out of that. Next over then was Big Brownie finding the line, and it looks as though Isaac Lupton, the other rider of Big Brownie, Sean Phelan, might have lost his irons. It's been a big effort. In behind those next was Old Red Feather, with it the Oyster Man, and then further away to Brushman, Waitokiahi, to Boogie Nights and Carinya, and Go Jimmy Go wasn't persevered with. Jack Romanov in the hands of Richard Cully. Snowdrop Twinkle Toes came into the race, had his chance to try and run him down from the last fence to the post, but he just hung too tough to Jack Romanov. Mark Brooks, the trainer, Richard Cully, and he's won it by about 3 or 4 lengths at the line. Snowdrop Twinkle Toes will be second. Amanud Lad, he just found it beyond him today, the last little bit. He'll finish up in third spot, and then Big Brownie, I think, finishing up in 4th position. The Pakuranga Hunt Cup going the way of number 5, Jack Romanov and Richard Cully.
Yeah, look, he shortened in a couple of points post the interview we did with Mark Brooks, and gee, this has been a tough performance, hasn't it? His 11th run over the bigger fences, his 4th win. Here's the call.
5, Jack Romanov. Second, 4, Snowdrop Twinkle Toes. Third, 1, Amanud Lad. 4th, 8, Big Brownie. 5th, 9, the Oyster Man. And 6th, 7, Old Red Feather. Horses to weigh, 5, 4, 1, 8, 9, 7. And the winner's time was 6:24.42.
With trainer Mark Brooks, and Brooksy, there was a little air of confidence going into this, wasn't there?
We've been pretty happy with the horse, and yeah, just needs